ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। कैसे हैं आप सभी? उम्मीद करता हूँ अच्छे होंगे। ये जो है इंग्लिश 100 WPM डिक्टेशन क्लास है और इसमें टोटल जो वर्ड हैं वो हैं 1076। तो इसको लिखने की कोशिश करना, और जो बच्चे ना लिख पाएँ तो इसकी स्पीड कम करके बाद में जो है आप इसको कम स्पीड से लिख सकते हैं। Dictation start after 5 seconds. What is equality caste system in India reservation policy taken by our Constitution Mandal Commission report? The basic idea of reservation and actual application of the policy is needed. 2000 years ago, the great philosopher Aristotle said, whenever equal behavior is treated, even then injustice arises, and when uneven behavior is treated equally. It is a deep statement that is in the heart of equality basic human rights. On the basis of being human, every human being deserves the same treatment. The most important, comprehensive and violent discrimination in our country is the old caste system. It was abolished by the Constitution in 1952 and untouchability was declared a crime. The Dalits had a category of people called outside this system who were considered as untouchables and untouchables. Thus, he was given reservation by the government. Reservation in India is the process of separating certain seats vacancies in government institutions for the members of backward and low representation communities mainly defined by caste and tribe. This is a form of quota based affirmative action with the aim of ensuring a level playground under the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes constitution. The primary beneficiaries of reservation policies are: in Article 15(4) of the Constitution of India, all citizens will have equal opportunities to get education. There is nothing here that can prevent the state from providing special facilities for the educationally backward classes. It has also been said the state will promote, especially with the educational and economic interests of the weaker sections of society, and will protect them from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. The article further states that Article 15(4) nothing can be prevented from helping the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes for their rituals. In 1982, 15% and 7.5% of vacant posts in public sector and government aided educational institutions were reserved for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribe candidates for a period of 5 years respectively in the Constitution. It was to be reviewed. This period was extended regularly by the forthcoming governments. The Supreme Court of India ruled that reservations cannot exceed 15% and can put cap on reservation. However, there are state laws that exceed this 15% limit and are subject to litigation in the Supreme Court. For example, caste-based reservations are at 69%, and in Tamil Nadu state it applies to about 87% of the population. In 1990, Prime Minister VP Singh announced that 27% of government posts would be kept separate for OBC, and in addition to 22.5% apart set for SC and ST. It was done in accordance with the Mandal Commission, which was established in 1978 by the Janata Party government under Prime Minister Morarji Desai, in which the identity of social and educationally backward class was a mandate. Now the question arises whether there is a need to review the reservation policy in India or be with the tradition. The original idea of reservation was undoubtedly magnificent because it was in all good intentions, which was meant to improve the condition of those sections of society till now which was left to the present. However, as we see today, the policy of reservation has changed in the last few years. There is no unlimited detail of the policy for anybody. How long it knows, it seems that the policy is made forever and its expansion is also unlimited, such as reservation in the bandwagon of classes. Many more classes included are there. If we look at the reservation policy in India, then we are the only country in the world that provides positive action based on individual caste identities. It is a well established fact that reservation is the tool for the upliftment of those disadvantaged groups who have faced years of discrimination and harassment at the hands of upper castes. We believe in the concept of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam of the people of India, where we take each person on equal terms and take the path of the community in our area. Reservation policy in India gave the backward and the downtrodden people the opportunity to be on equal terms with other sections of the society. It not only helps them to improve their life and level in the society, but also gives them the opportunity to represent themselves in different aspects of the decision making part of the society, which has been rejected for a long time. Reservation has been started in educational institutions, in jobs, in state assemblies, in parliament, and in every possible area. It would be a surprise that this system will really help us to increase our standard in every field, or it will become just one tool in the hands of something so that it can advance its interests as it has been till this time. Reservation policy has taken some families of weaker sections, usually in their pure area in general. If we do not modify this preferential discrimination policy, then we will see more division, greater dissatisfaction, and more violence. We need a policy that really helps those people who are deprived of education and have a better life. In the higher ranks, a few percent of seats are reserved for higher education of institutions and jobs 85% of the total OBC population does not help in solving problems. Instead of expending its profits in other parts of the government needs to review its reservation policy, which calls itself behind. The criterion for reservation should be fully restructured because we need to set some definitions directly before we decide which one is to give reservation or should not be given at all. If there is a purpose of equality, then people with low income should be given reservation so that they can feel the pain with the rest of society. Economic background should be considered if reservation is actually to help qualified people. The current reservation policy and its firmness are likely to increase the difference in caste, which is the highest in strengthening the distinction between the society, creating unnecessary adolescents. There is a possibility, it should be kept in mind, that reducing the level of education is not a solution for anybody. It is important to increase the standards of facilities provided to the people so that they become self-reliant and get out of the vicious cycle of caste and quota. To empower the backward classes of the society, reservations should not be seen as just one tool. ये स्पीड जो रही ये थोड़ी कम रह गई, ये स्पीड लगभग 90 के आसपास थी। वेबसाइट पे इसको लगा दिया गया है, डिक्टेशन नंबर ये 13 के नाम से है। इसको जो है आप एज इट इज लिखोगे तो जैसे मतलब ये 80 वालों के हिसाब से ही है, लेकिन कोशिश मैंने की थी 100 से पढ़ी जाए, लेकिन फिर जो है फिर जो मैंने सोचा कि 80 के हिसाब से ही चल पड़ते हैं, तो जैसे मतलब क्या कहते हैं, इस तरह से डिक्टेशन बोली है तो 80 के हिसाब से मान के चलिए ये बोली है, और इसको लिख आप पहले पढ़िए और उसके बाद उसको टाइप कर दीजिए। इस क्लास में इतना ही। नमस्कार।